How are you all? I hope you're doing good and watching my videos. I request you, please watch my videos. I need your views. I need you to increase my subscribers. Please do so. Alright, so today we are doing the chapter The Thief's Story by Ruskin Bond. Alright, and this is for class 10 from the book The Footprints Without Feet. Now this is, as the title says, The Thief's Story. So this story is narrated by a thief. This we come to know according to the by the title only. And this thief is not a very big thief, but he is a 15-year-old thin boy, just 15, and he says, he is narrating the story and he says that he was quite a successful, he had a fairly successful hand. He says in his words that he had fairly successful hand means he was very good in this work of his of stealing. Alright, and every month he used to try to find a new person to rob, and every month then he used to change his name so that the police is not able to keep a track of him. If he steals at somebody's house, that person will go and report that so and so was working with me or was in contact with me and stole my money or pickpocketed my money or anything like that. So every time he changed his name. So when we start the story, he is also at a wrestling ground. Wrestling is going on, a wrestling match is going on, and he is there. And in this crowd of people who are watching this wrestling, the spectators that who are watching the wrestling, he finds this 25-year-old tall, lean man named Anil. He spots this person, and this person is very simple to look at. Anil is very simple to look at, and by looks only he is person can make out that he is a very kind and simple man. So this thief of ours is just 15, but he has he says he has a very successful hand. Moreover, he could, when you have to steal, you have to read the expressions of the person you are stealing. You are fooling that person. So he had a good experience of reading expressions of the person. So he feels that this person was very easy to take into confidence, and so goes and stands beside him and starts talking to him. And while talking, he tries to flatter this Anil. Anil is just 25, and the thief tries to flatter Anil. Why? To take him into confidence, to become friendly. Once you flatter a person, he becomes so happy. Everybody likes being flattered. So, he goes and he had this tactics, this thief of ours, and he goes and he flatters and he says that you also look like a wrestler. So, this Anil of ours, Anil also replies back that even you look like a wrestler, even your looks are also like a wrestler. And this shames our thief, because our thief is a small 15-year-old, very thin boy. So, but he could not contradict, he had to flatter this person, take him into confidence. So very modestly he says, yes, I wrestle a bit. And then Anil asks him his name. So he makes up a new name and he says he was Hari Singh. And he goes on to, they get into a conversation and they say that Anil starts talking about the wrestlers, and they are watching the wrestling match, and have you seen the wrestlers? They are all well-oiled people, and when they are wrestling, they are pushing, grunting, throwing each other and taking out that sound. That sound is grunting sound, and when you become very wild, you have to pick the other person and throw him there, here and there, and they are very well-oiled. Why they oil their body? So that one reason biologically, if you keep oiling your body, your blood circulation and all is very good, and you get strength, your bones and all get strength. But they also oil so that the other wrestler, the opponent, is not able to grip that person and his hands keep slipping. So, they talk about these wrestlers, and after watching for some time, he moves away. Anil, he starts going away, and he but this thief had to keep him in touch, So our thief, this 15-year-old boy, he keeps following this person, and he goes behind him. And when he reaches a little further, he again starts talking to this person. So he says that, I want to work for you. The thief tells Anil, I want to work for you. But Anil, very honestly he says, but I can't pay you. You want to work for me? I have not asked for it because I can't pay you. So then Hari Singh says that, Hari Singh is the thief, his made up name. So then he says that, no, can you feed me? Can you give me food? So Anil says, Anil also very tactfully he answers, Anil says, if you can cook, I can give you food. So he says then, Hari Singh, because he wanted to be with him, he wanted to take him into confidence, he wanted to go with him and make him a fool after a few days and then steal his money and run away. He was doing this. So he says, he lies, he tells a lie that he could cook food, and so Anil says, alright, if you can cook food, it's well and good. I will not pay you for the work that you do for me, but if you cook food, you can have food with me. And so Hari Singh agrees, and he goes with Anil to his house. And they reach the house, and Anil's house is just on top of Jumna shop. Alright, it is a sweet shop, and Anil lives on top floor of the house of this shop, and he goes and he tells, Anil takes him to his house and tells him that he sleep in the library, in the balcony of the house, because that was a place where, this boy could, sleep and stay, and because he did not have much space in the house. So this boy agrees, and that night he cooks food for Anil. He had, lied that he could cook food, and you will not believe such a terrible dinner it was that Anil could not eat, and he had to go and give that food that Hari Singh had made to the stray dogs. And Anil gets very angry. He says that you said you could cook, but I can't eat such horrible food. So he tells him to get out, and he pushes him out of the house. But Hari Singh, he knew how to take people into confidence. He had the style of his. So he does not go away from his house. He just hangs around near his house. And when after some time Anil sees that this person has not left and he is still there, he brings him in and he laughs at him, smiles at him very appealingly, and he says, all right, you can come, you can stay with me, but I will teach you cooking, and also, first night he takes him and he says, all right, you can stay, I'll teach you cooking. But after a few days he says, see, if you are staying with me, you should know basic things. So he taught him to write his name, and then he says that once you are able to write your name, I will also make you write whole sentences, and also you should know addition of numbers. You should know how to add numbers. So he says, I will teach you all of this. And Hari Singh feels very nice because, he feels that being a thief was something different. Alright, he says he was very successful in that. But being educated, you could achieve anything in life. So he feels very good, and he thinks about it that if he would be educated, his life will become much better. He would leave all this stealing and all and would do something else and live a nice life like the educated and civilized people live. So he becomes very happy, and he starts living in Anil's house, and he says that his stay in Anil's house was very pleasant. What he used to do, he used to do all the household chores. Early in the morning, he used to make tea for Anil, and then he used to go to the market, to the bazaar, he says, to the market to get all the household supplies. You know, you have to go and bring all the necessities of the house, of the kitchen. So he used to go, all the vegetables and all, and he used to go, and he says that I used to make sometimes a profit of a rupee or so. You know, the value of rupee of now and of the time when Ruskin Bond had started writing. Ruskin Bond is still alive, but when he had started, you know, writing, he the value of money was different. 1 rupee, 2 rupee, it meant a lot. All right. So he what he used to do was, when, you know, suppose he was given a 50 rupee note to go and get some vegetables, and the vegetables costed only 49 rupees, he used to keep 1 rupee or so with him. So Anil never used to ask for that rupee or so that was left. He never asked for it back, and that Hari Singh used to keep with himself. And Hari Singh says that it is quite sure that Anil knew I was making this 1 or 2 rupees profit every time, but he never mentioned about it. And then he goes on to say, Hari Singh goes on to say about Anil, that Anil was, he did not go to office every day. He did not have that regular income. He used to, you know, borrow money sometimes. He says that Anil used to earn money in fits and starts. That means off and on. You know, sometimes he says that he, you know, when you start living with a person, you study what that person is doing. You come to know a little about his work and profession and all. So he says that what Anil used to do was, used to borrow money and then used to lend it to someone else. And you know what he must be doing? He must be earning the interest in between. So he had that type of a work. And then he also, you know, Anil used to discuss with him, share with him, and he used to keep talking about some payment, some checks that had to come. And you know, he also says that he used to write articles for the magazine also, and the day he got payment, he used to go and celebrate. Anil used to go and celebrate with his friends. So spend very extravagantly, you know, a nice party and all they used to have. So he tells about this. And then he moves on to say that one day he comes home, he came home, Anil, and he told him that he had a bundle of notes with him, and he told Hari Singh that he had sold his book to a publisher, and because of which he had got this bundle of money, this rupees, this bundle of notes as a payment, and he was quite happy about it. And so while sleeping, before sleeping, he keeps that bundle of notes under the mattress where he was sleeping. Hari Singh sees this bundle of notes and, you know, starts feeling that if he could steal this money, you know, he was actually a thief. How much can you change in him? You know, it's very difficult to change a person, and he feels that if he steals this money, he would live a very good life for a few days. And then, you know, he starts analyzing things. He feels that, he says that there are two types of people. There are this greedy type of people, and there are the second lot is of the careless type of people. And he says that the greedy type of people are very easy to, you know, to make a fool and to steal money. You don't feel bad for that greedy type of person because he has a lot of money with him and all. But this careless type of people, you know, who keep money here and there. Now this person, he could have come, he could have kept the money in the almirah, but he kept it under the mattress, you know, very carelessly. So he felt that, and these careless people, you know, sometimes they don't even notice that their money has disappeared. The way he was doing, making money, profit of every 1-2 rupees every day, that is a careless attitude, you know. So he felt whether he should steal from Anil or not. You know, he kept thinking all that, and then he says, you know, then he reasons that why should I not steal? Actually, I'm a thief. And for lately, I have lost practice. 1 month I have stayed in this house and I have done nothing of this sort, no stealing except of, you know, that 1-2 rupees profit that he was making. He had not done anything wrong. He was in fact learning how to add numbers and to write his name and all. So he thought that he had lost practice, and then he reasoned that if he did not steal his money, which could be very good and profitable for him, Anil would go and spend on his friends. Anil usually used to do so. So he felt that it was better to steal his money, because what Anil would do would blow away very extravagantly. He would spend the money on his friends. So when he sees that Anil has slept, and he also knew that at 10:30 the Lucknow Express left the station. He knew the timing. He used to steal from one place and then run, take the train and go to some other place. Never stayed at one place, so that the police could not track him. So he knew about these trains and all also. So he feels that if he steals right now, and he would run to the station, and he would be able to catch that 10:30 Lucknow Express. So what he does is, when Anil is fast asleep and the moonlight is falling on his bed from the balcony, it was reaching to his bed, he very quietly goes, and from under the mattress he takes the bundle of notes. And he used to have one key with himself. Anil had kept him for a month and had full trust on Hari Singh. Anil was such a nice man. He never saw bad in the others, and so he had given one key to him also, that he could come and go whenever he wanted. So he had his key. Hari Singh had his key. So he opened the door, and quickly with that bundle he ran out on the road and ran to the station. And he was still wearing pajamas, and in the string of the pajamas he hid the money there. And when he reached the road, he saw how much money it was, and the amount was 600 rupees or 50 rupees each. So it was a 50 rupee bundle, and they were 600 rupees. So he quickly runs to the station, and he never stopped at the ticket counter, because he never bought any ticket. When you buy a ticket, you have to stop there. He did not want to get caught or anything, so he never bothered about the tickets, just used to get into the train. So he quickly runs to the platform, and he sees the Lucknow Express moving out. It had not taken up the speed, and he could quickly go and catch the train. He runs behind, but something stops him. He says he was not able to reason, he was not able to explain, but something stopped him from catching the train. He could easily get into, he was in a habit of doing so, but something stopped him. And the train went away, left the platform. He was left alone on the platform. People had got into who had to go, and it was night, it was 10:30. He was left alone in the platform, and he started walking back on the road. He reached the bazaar, and while walking, he starts thinking about people. I told you in the beginning that these, professional thieves, they have got a habit of reading the expressions of people. Before also he talks about the greedy and the careless man, and in the beginning also he is able to read the expressions of Anil, and he feels that he was a very kind and simple man, could be taken into confidence very quickly with a little of flattery and all, and he was successful in doing so. He started living in his house, and he also thinks that there were three types of people, expressions of people he had been reading, and he had read that experienced that if a greedy man was looted, things were stolen from him, that person became very, very fearful for the next time. He starts hiding and keeps fearing how to hide his money and all. And a rich man gets very angry that I had earned so much, and how could anyone steal my money, and that person gets angry. But a poor man accepts his loss. Whenever a poor man is looted, he accepts his loss. Sadness comes into him, but he accepts it. He feels that his fate was, like that. He was unlucky. And then he starts thinking about Anil. He feels that when Anil discovers in the morning, when he gets up and discovers under the mattress that his bundle was missing, he would, he could imagine the sadness on Anil's face. Not sadness of the loss of money. Sadness because of the loss of trust. He trusted Hari Singh so much. He used to go out, meet his friends, go out, party with people. He used to go to the publisher also. He used to go for with his articles to the magazine people also, and he left him with his whole house. He could steal anything. He even gave him the key. Hari Singh was allowed to go whenever he wanted to go. If he wanted to go out anywhere, he had a key also. So this is, so much of trust he had for Hari Singh. He had started teaching him so much, and Hari Singh, this thief of ours, feels very bad that Anil would, feel very sad because of the loss of trust. And while thinking this, he reaches a Maidan. Maidan is what? A park or a big garden. He goes and sits on the bench, and he's still in his thoughts that why he had stolen, if he had done something correct, or was something a grave mistake that he had committed. So when he is sitting there and thinking, it becomes very breezy and starts drizzling. It starts raining, and then because there's no shelter over there, so he gets up, he feels the money, he still has the money, and he goes and again reaches the bazaar. He leaves the Maidan, again reaches the bazaar, and goes and sits near the clock tower, in the shelter of the clock tower. And then he even when he was walking down, he was thinking where to go. He could not stay at the platform. Then he also thinks of going to the hotel, but people would become very curious about a young 15-year-old boy and staying in a hotel, so he would get into the attention of people. And he had no other friends. He had not made friends because he was moving from place to place, stealing money and fooling people. So he had no friends except an acquaintance, and that was Anil. And thinking all this and about Anil, and then he goes and sits at the shelter of the clock tower, and then he feels and then he feels again the notes had become damp, they had all become wet, and then he feels that no, he should not have done this. And then he thinks about Anil, and that Anil had started teaching him, and now he was going to learn to write whole sentences. And he feels so bad that while stealing, he did not think about this, that he could be an educated man and could one day become start working somewhere and would lead a very nice and civilized and a happy, smooth life. He could leave this life and this the illegal things that he was doing. He had forgotten about all this, and he feels very bad for what he had done, and goes back home and to Anil's house. He quietly opens the key and moves in, and it's around 12, and he notices, when he was sitting at the clock tower, then he had noticed it was 12, and he had around 10 he must have left home because he had to catch the 10:30 train. So it had been around 1.5 to 2 hours, and he reaches home. He sees that Anil is still sleeping. Quickly goes into the room, and the whole room is clouded with the moonlight. The moonlight is there in the room. He quietly goes and takes out the bundle from his wet clothes and puts it under the mattress where they were kept, and goes and sleeps, feeling very relaxed. Then also when he was stealing the money, that time also he had noticed Anil's expressions. Anil had kept the money, and he was, sleeping in a very relaxed and sound way. There were no lines of tension on his face. In fact, and this boy was full of tension, full of anxiety, and had such a lot of marks and scars on his face. Scars are what? Marks. When you are, get hurt, then those marks are scars. So, and now also when he notices that Anil is sleeping very, very peacefully, and he keeps the bundle and goes off to sleep. And because he had slept so late, he gets up late, and he sees early in the morning that Anil had got up, and Anil had made tea for himself, and he comes to wake Hari Singh, and stretches out his hand with a 50 rupee note, and he gives it to Hari Singh and says that just yesterday he had made a profit of, he got a payment and had made a profit, and so now he would regularly pay Hari Singh every month for working for him. And Hari Singh smiles at him and feels, feels guilty plus feels happy also. See, guilty because he felt, oh God, I had stolen this person's money who is now planning to give me regular income. When he was sitting in the bazaar also, then also he thinks that if he had not stolen money, maybe Anil could have got up and in the morning he would have given 1 or 2 rupees to go and watch the cinema. So that time also he had regretted, and now it was in front of him that he was getting 50 rupee note. Out of the 600, he was getting the 50 rupee note, and he was being told that now he would be paid regularly, and he feels so bad for having committed committed that mistake, and he feels so bad for this, but feels happy also for keeping the money back. And when he takes hold of that 50 rupee note, he is able to feel the dampness of the note, and he realizes that even Anil must have discovered what actually must have happened. How can the notes get wet? Just kept under the mattress. And so he does not say anything. His expressions, Anil's expressions, the smile on his face, he says just nothing about this. He just does not talk about this. Such a kind and simple kind of a man. Even after he had discovered that these notes had gone out with Hari Singh, he does not say anything to him. In fact, he gives him 50 rupees note because Anil must have felt, yes, I am successful in bringing a little change in this man. The trust of a person, the simplicity of the person, the truthfulness of a person has the power to change any person. Any stone can melt. Any person can bring about a change. And this way Anil had become successful because of his good nature, because of his over trust for that man. And he says, he does not talk about the notes being wet and all. And in fact, Hari Singh is very guilty because Hari Singh knows that now Anil knows everything about me, and he keeps smiling and smiling at him. And Anil tells him to get ready quickly because from that day they were going to learn whole sentences. So now he would educate him, and yes, one day Hari Singh will definitely, if we think about the story further, he would get educated. Maybe he can work somewhere and earn more and live a very respectable life like Anil was living. So this story we come to know that trust of a person has the power to change a person's bad habits and bad character into a good one. Wonderful story. Ruskin Bond stories are really lovely. I've read so many of them, and every story has got something to teach us. Do go through the story. I don't think I have left everything. I've taken up everything. Go through it. You will really enjoy. And yes, if you have any problem, please put it in my comment section. You can even mail your queries to me. I will definitely solve your problems. And once again, if you have still not subscribed, and please tell your friends and relatives too to subscribe my channel. Take good care of yourself. Goodbye.